Alright folks and family, I got Sean, got Mr. Steve behind the camera, and actually Mr. Don off to the side. And we're just doing a short clip of the Nealon family site, and we're going to explain why we're actually here. We're in the process of GPS mapping the cemetery to the specific stones using the Find a Grave app. It has a really neat feature, especially for these private cemeteries, where you can pretty much put in the name of the individual and it should take you right to the stone. In the process of doing so, we found all the identifiable stones that we could physically see, but still there are a lot of requests or memorial requests in Find a Grave, and we actually have a total of 5 of them that we could not locate here in section 5 with the Nealon family name. And their names were Annie Nealon, Arthur Chester Nealon, Frank N. as in November, Joseph Martin, Lena Estelle Foster. And those were the individual names that we could not locate. We ended up probing using our probing tool in front of the stone, as I would suspect most family plots do, locate the specific stones, which we couldn't find a specific stone there. Instead of doing that, we actually went to the back of the stone by about 6 feet, and we found several markers, and the way they were identified was different from what we were traditionally seeing. So once again, not every raise, reset, or discovery of stone is going to be the same. Sometimes you'll find a temporary marker, sometimes you may find nothing, because maybe the stone was actually removed. But in this case, we actually found 3 identifying names, and then 4 markers, both which said father and mother. And so we'll get back here in the next cut, and our intention is we're going to take the marker based off the size. If this is the surface of the ground and the marker was found underneath or overgrown, all we're going to do is take that marker right below the ground level. And what that makes the ease of maintenance for the individuals doing the landscaping in the area. And if we do find any other markers that would need to be higher than that, in fact, if it requires a foundation stone with a headstone, then we'll make the call from there. Other than that, we'll see you in the next cut. Folks and family, back here at section 5, got Mr. Don in the background, got myself, got Steve working the camera. We're behind the large Nealon family marker. We ended up finding, and I'll just call the names out, there's just so much area to cover, but Mr. Don in the back, he has the stone of Mr. Arthur, and I'm going to do this coming up to the camera. So we have Arthur's stone right there. The dad, Frank, is right coming close. The mother, another father stone, mother stone, Joe, and Lena, L-E-N-N-A. To show you how long these have been overgrown, I'm going to just kind of walk up, and you might be able to see the reverse impression of the roots that just grew into the actual lettering, which is kind of neat. I always find these really cool. But what you're going to see here in the next cut between Steve, Mr. Don, and myself, we're going to use the pinch tool, kind of wedge the stone out, put maybe an inch or 2 of dirt on the bottom, and then set the stone flat to the ground. And then, if anything, we have identified the family members of the Nealon site. And the one that we're kind of unsure of, just because there wasn't a name specific, was Annie, A-N-N-I-E, but we believe that to be the mother stone, which is the one you see to the rear. One more thing to mention is there are two templates or stones that are vertical, which say father and mother. Because they were level to the ground, what we're going to do in front of Frank's stone and who we assume is Annie's stone, we're going to place those level to the ground, but probably just about 4 to 6 inches in front of the marker. So now all of us, we're going to get to work. I was going to say, if you want, we'll just keep filming.
Oh yeah, I'm filming.
That battery will last a while.
Frank's got a base.
Does he?
Yeah, he does.
Okay.
We're gonna dig out. Can I get you the edge of the base?
I think
he's got a base, then the other ones might have a base.
Okay. Does he, does, you know, this one can pop up?
It'll move.
Okay, I see what you're saying. It's almost like that, but then it's on its base. Okay, I'm gonna have to get, let me get a wooden block for you. May just be one of those, like that. So we will probably come in off the side and then see if you can pitch it that way.
Get it to move, you know. Get it to move and then move to the other side. Yeah. Now walk through, you gotta, don't do it all at one time. Don't move to this side, and then loosen it up. Wait a minute.
And all you're doing is you're fighting the ground. The ground. Get some under your speed.
Right. The other side.
And
It might be in concrete, you know what I'm saying? It may have laid in concrete.
let's get in under it.
Gotta get under the wall.
Give it a shot.
Come back. Get on that side, loosen her up, you know.
Right now. Frank's a stubborn guy.
Yeah, somebody wanted Frank to stay.
Look, we're gonna waste all day on that one.
May end up. Just gotta walk it slowly up.
They wonder why it's coming up over here.
Well, like you said, there was a piece of concrete.
But,
I think so. Yeah, this is trying to work. Trying to see where the concrete stops. Pick the nice one first.
Well, I got these.
I got my one. Where's yours? You go on break, sir. That's definitely on the base. Once we get under the base. Be careful not to come too but then we can also identify. You'll also be identified with that. So.
Look. See if you get the wedge over there.
So now it would just be a matter of now. So like how you cut the plug out.
Right.
If you cut the dimensions of those stones like right here,
Okay.
then we can place that template level to the ground. And I think that'll be good. I will try to find some like bricks or something that I can put there as a wedge to reinforce it, and then we can.
Got my hair, Steve. How's it looking?
Looks good.
Got the amazing Mr. Don off to my left. Got our friendly tripod, half-ton chain fall, and then Mr. Harmon behind the camera. Give you a quick intro. We've said this so many times that when we pull a stone, we never know what we're going to work with. We found a very relatively easy, so many stones. The one missing stone, and it was definitely worth the dig here, and we're still in the progress of doing it, was the mother stone, and her name was Annie. We were going to take a guess at it, but when we were probing around again, once we found the mother's tablet, we actually found the stone. But let's show you how deep the stone was. This is our makeshift probing tool. It's a cut-off golf club. It's about 3 feet, and then we'll tap the stone. So probably about that far deep in the ground is where we found the stone. That is definitely not our normal probing depth, but luckily we found the stone, so we're going to be in the process of raising it up, and there is a concrete base on it, which is going to make it interesting to see how we bring it up. So if anything, we wanted you guys to see this clip of how we bring the stone up, and then we are still a work in progress, so here we go.
I got the camera.
Put that out a little further.
Further back to me. What happens sometimes if you pull it too tight, the center of gravity will tip it the wrong way.
Look, be careful if the thing snaps back now. You know, comes off.
Actually, what I'll do that twist a little bit more of an angle.
Design it that way?
Adjustable.
You can use the probing tool to push. Okay, yeah. And Steve, if you can grab the 4x4 wedge. Just don't want the
I
end.
gotta put my coffee down. Where's the wedge?
Here. Below the nylon rope, and then we can readjust the rope.
See what happens.
Okay, sounds good. I mean, if anything, it frees it up a bit more. Okay, that'll give us better
Hey,
access.
Let me get over here.
Okay. Okay, actually, yeah.
Wait a minute.
We'll reposition the strap now because we have some. I'm gonna let it go looser. Yeah, I'm gonna let it go loose. Alright. We'll reposition the nylon and actually probably be able to raise it straight up. I might just take this off.
Why, what's the bottom?
Well, we're gonna reposition the strap.
Look at this. Look. All right there. How much you got?
Yep.
Just get another bite on it.
Right, that's what we're trying to do. let me lower it down some so we
You
can
got
get
it,
it.
got it. Go ahead, come on up. I'll hold it here.
I don't want you to have to fight that weight. Yeah, see, it's coming up. So we can reposition
Now
the
this
nylon.
bar is underneath that strap.
See if that'll do it now.
Okay.
Here, see? Take this, push that strap.
I got the strap way down.
That's
Sure.
right. Oh, I'm sorry. Do you need that thing?
No.
You got 5 of them, right?
That's the rest, yeah.
Oh, you're 67 years old.
Yeah.
You sure need them all now.
69.
This is what you saved for what you We need to angle it.
If anything, we can reposition 2x4 or whatever. That way we can latch it under. No, that's around that. There you go. Steve, you put the block where his wedge is. Alright, that's good. Alright, and then we can probably latch around it now.
Well, what we can do is put what slides out there, put a 2x4 under there. That's what Gary did, and it worked.
Alright. Let me get here.
Well, let me see how much that camera. I forgot about
Yeah,
that.
we can go ahead and cut her off right now.
Yeah.
And then rerun her when we get the strap reoriented.
That wasn't too bad, 5 minutes.
Alright folks, got Mr. Donnie to my right, and we are still in the process of pulling up Miss Annie's stone. We had to reposition our strap just because the stone was on a concrete block, so it made it awkward in the process of raising the stone. So we're going to continue on, and then we'll get to work. Alright, sir. I think it is far enough so I can swing it over one way or the other.
Man.
You want to go lengthwise?
Huh?
How
That's
do you-
up to you. I mean, where you want. If you want to hang it,
Somewhere where there
you
ain't
could
no-
just leave it hanging while you
Sure.
fill it.
Okay, so, oh yeah, we can go ahead and start.
Come on up on it more. Come on up on your fall. Just don't 2-block it.
Foot or two before that happens.
Yeah. You know what happens there.
That's good.
That thing can kick butt, can it? It's a good thing we got all that dirt.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's a good idea to stick all that grass down there.
Yeah, it's going to decay and
Sink.
might want to set it up an inch or two. You want to tamp it as we go?
You can. You got a tamper somewhere.
I got it in the cart.
There it is, right there.
This cart, right. Here, look.
Just tamper down a little bit, but you can.
If you want, I can get the bigger tamper.
You got it? Handy?
Yeah. Okay.
No, not in the trailer. That's not.
I'll make
See
it.
how it's mushing?
Yeah. Well, this stuff's going to. That's why you take all the topsoil out anyways. That's what causes shit to sink quicker. All the shit starts rotting.
I wish they wouldn't put them things in concrete. It makes it twice as hard.
Sir, this has more surface area. The tampering tool that we just used is my hourly wage one.
Yeah.
That one's.
Oh, you're not getting paid by the hour today.
Oh, okay.
Not today.
You know, whenever you say Phil. I'll
Yeah.
go.
We ran out of money.
I ran out of energy.
Oh no. Was this on the C-Pod? Cemetery plan of the day? Did Brian put it on there?
I know lunch was on there.
I tell you what, you guys a little slack that paperwork. We're going to do this over again.
Like first time you guys charged me 12 hours, now it's like 1 hour. What's the deal? We did all the work.
Well, you better take a ruler or something, get an idea where you're at.
Yep. Well, I think when
There's something right there.
Here's your ruler.
Okay. So.
Just do the bottom of the concrete up to the top of the stone,
Yep.
I guess.
Yep. And basically, yeah. Let me do this right here just to be more accurate, so we can see it.
I got a ruler.
If anything, we can bring it down.
Yep.
See what it looks like. We'll keep it strapped on.
I like that V part.
I think we gotta put some more dirt under here.
There's plenty in here.
And then we'll take her up just a bit and put some more dirt under here. I did run that concrete block if we want to. We can sit right here. Yeah. And we don't have to just because we have so much dirt. Set her stone on that. If you want to, take her up lower down if we need to. Mr. Harmon, since you're the guy that's cut.
Trying to hide.
Yep, so we'll
Pick it up, drop it a couple times.
You put a snap block on this thing, drop it.
take her up.
Put that rock up, sand it some more. Should have stayed this up.
I'm gonna cut the camera off.
Sounds good. Folks and family here at Oakland Cemetery. We're at section 5. Got Mr. Steve behind the camera. One of our wonderful volunteers. Mr. Don had to take off a little early, but helped us raise one of the tougher stones that we had out here. And of course, Sean. And what we had is that on Find a Grave, there was a request for 6 individuals who did not have their picture with the last name of Nealon. So what we did, while GPS mapping the cemetery, we attempted to locate these individuals, and we couldn't physically find their stone. So we ended up using as a probing tool. There's a large family stone off to my left. We looked in front of the stone, usually where the individuals would be, and we could not find any individuals on the front portion of the stone. So what we tried is 6 feet to the rear of the stone, and we ended up finding a total of 7 individuals, and I'll start closest to the camera and then work my way back to our probing tool. So Miss Lena, Joe, the mother, the father, Annie, Frank, and then Arthur to the back. And then I'll just give you a brief introduction for each one. The closest one to you, and there's actually an article that's uploaded. I'd recommend checking out the Find a Grave profile to actually get a little insight to Miss Lena's life. But Lena Estelle Foster Nealon, born in 1877, passed away in 1966. She passed at the age of 88. Joseph Martin Nealon, born in 1876, passed in 1928 at the age of 51. Had the mother and the father. And then we have Arthur Chester Nealon, born in 1884, passed in 1915 at the age of 30. And then we have Frank Nealon, who's off to my left. Birth date was unknown and passed away in 1907. And that's who we have for the family over here for the Nealon site. As you can see, every stone, every raise and reset, every discovery of stone may not always be the same. In fact, the Annie stone, which we found probably about 1.5 to 2 feet underground in a very unknown state or unexpected state, but we luckily were able to find it. So we've identified these individuals. If you have any questions or comments, please leave it in the comment section below, and give us a like and subscribe, and we'll see you next time.